Hey guys! So I'm here today to talk about our new story for this week. And some of you might recognize the characters in this story. They're actually from a book series. So our story this week is one chapter taken from a larger book. And it's a really famous series called Ramona and Beezus. So maybe you've heard of it. All right, the title of our story this week is called The Extra Good Sunday. And the book that it's taken from is titled Ramona Quimby, Age 8. The author of this story is Beverly Cleary, so that means she wrote the words. And Beverly Cleary is a really famous children's author. Tomorrow you're going to have an opportunity in our Schoology to learn a little bit more about her. Our selection is illustrated by Sam Valentino, so that means Sam drew the pictures. And if we come over here to our chart, it will tell us a little bit more. So again, our title is Ramona Quimby, Age 8. Our skill this week is understanding characters. So remember, characters are the people or animals that are in a story, okay? They're the things that bring the story to life. So when we understand characters, we look at their traits, things that they say and do to try and understand them a little bit better. And then our genre. So tell me again, what's a genre? Right, a genre is a type of story that we're reading. It helps us know what kind of story is this going to be. So this week our story is humorous fiction. And humorous fiction is a funny, imaginative story. So if you remember, fiction means false. This is not a true story. It's realistic. It's something that could totally happen, but it's not. This is made up from the author's brain. And it's humorous, which means funny. So hopefully you laugh at the events or things that happen in this story. And lastly, our essential question is, why are safety rules important? That's an excellent question. So as you read the story, you might want to think about some safety rules that maybe the characters are breaking or that they should have thought about. So before you start reading, I would like to go over the vocabulary with you just so you're familiar with it when you start hearing it in the story. Our first word is festive. And festive means joyous or happy, in a very good mood, okay? So usually the last day of school is very festive. Everybody's very happy and joyous. Our next word is ingredients. And ingredients are the things that you include in a recipe. So if I wanted to make cookies, the ingredients that I would need would be flour, brown sugar, eggs, milk, things like that. It's the things that you need to make something. Our next word is degrees. And degrees are units used to measure temperature. So a lot of times in the morning, maybe when you're getting dressed, you might say, what's the temperature going to be today? And maybe your mom would say, oh, the high is only going to be 40 degrees. You need a jacket. So it tells us how hot or cold something is. Our next word is recommended, and recommended means suggested. So I might say, hey, what's your favorite thing to eat at this restaurant? And if somebody gives me an answer, that is their recommendation. They are suggesting, recommending that I try that. All right, our next word is anxiously. And anxiously means to do something with worry or fear or impatience. So maybe if somebody didn't study for their spelling test, they would be anxiously taking the test because they're worried, they're afraid that they might not do well. Our next word is cross. And this isn't cross like this or cross my fingers. This is cross, and it means to be in a bad mood. So if I say, wow, you're cross today, I'm telling you that I think that you're not very happy. You seem like you're in a not good mood. All right, our next word is remarked. And remarked means to speak about something. So maybe I might say, what did you think of that story? And if you said something back, then you are remarking on it. And our last vocabulary word is tense. And tense means nervous or anxious. You're not very calm. You're kind of, you're just very worried about it. All right. So what I would like for you to do now is check out all of the slides below and make sure that you listen to your story read aloud on slide 2.